I think the research from 2015 showed that was a record year in terms of breaches, not only in terms of the amount of records breached, the amount of attacks, the financial exposure from those attacks. 2016 is not showing any signs of moving away from that trend. There's already been $2 billion in records breached. And we've seen a combination of both a lot of politically motivated and financially motivated attacks, but also with the Internet of Things being rolled out in more consumer goods, we're seeing the nature of cyber evolve this year, both being a product risk to consumers as well as being one of data breach. Data analytics and the way we think about it is as a critical success factor in the way of changing the dynamics from the attacker to the business. Businesses using big data and data analytics sort of more effectively toward understanding what the threat profile looks like, how preventative measures can be better deployed within the business, as well as actually how to use insurance better. So for us, it's fundamental in the way of sort of changing the dynamics away from one where the attack has always been at the advantage to one where the businesses are able to sort of wrestle back some control. So cyber resilience and the way we think about cyber resilience is changing sort of a mindset within the organisation between something of what if it happens to when it happens, being less about preventative and more about being resilient or responsive to breaches occurring. And that's both within information security, but also the financial resilience of the business as well. So the role of how to deploy insurance in the most sort of optimal way to make sure the business bounce back. So, you know, when we look at the role of cyber and cyber resilience, we see it as being cross-departmental, very much thinking about cyber as a business risk and not a IT or technology risk, and making sure that the business is just as focused on business continuity and deploying insurance to help bring businesses back from suffering some sort of breach. But ultimately, you know, the role of cyber resilience, the way businesses are looking at cyber resilience, it is a paradigm shift. So in that way, businesses are thinking about, you know, what's the role of insurance within my cyber resilience strategy. So it's not just about keeping attackers out, but it's also how do we respond when an attacker is successful, how do we maintain sustainable business operations, and how do we use insurance strategically to sort of safeguard, protect shareholder value and our own budgets.
Enjoyed this video? Click here for more news from SiliconRepublic.com or follow us on social media.